Hello, my name is Charles, and I want to welcome you to the God Principles Living in the Philippines. I've been here 2 years. This is going to be about I didn't know what I didn't know. I want to welcome you to my channel. Thank you for sharing this time with me. I reached 2 years. I'm recording this right now on December 2nd, 2024. 2 years ago, I moved to the Philippines. It's been a very exciting 2 years, and I've had to learn a lot. One of the things that I've noticed is my content is designed because I'm living alone in the Philippines. I'm enjoying this phase of my life, and I share what's going on by living single. A lot of the content that I've seen on YouTube is actually for people in relationships and from Caucasian people. I'm sharing with you the African American perspective because it's entirely different. First section is going to be about health. The Philippines has declared diabetes an epidemic here in the Philippines. It's because they eat all that rice. They've even come out with a genetically modified version of rice that's supposed to help decrease the insulin resistance in the Philippine population. But it's also affecting expats because we come here, and if we're not careful, we don't understand the dietary requirements for ourselves and this culture. We could become victim to the same health issues. Right now, some of the guys that I associate with here in Cebu, Philippines, in Basewater, they're coming down with diabetes. And it's like, well, didn't you guys know this? But they're also in relationships with Filipino women. And rice is life here. They live by that. But it's not healthy because they overeat it. The next issue, and I'm having some issues, I'm sharing this with you so that if you decide to come here, or even if you don't, realize as we age, our body changes. Right now, I'm dealing with swelling of the feet. Comes to find out, my lymph nodes, because I've been sitting so much, because I'm working at the computer, I'm in IT, my feet are starting to swell. So I have to spend time on a regular basis with my feet up in the air and finding ways to detox my body because it's retaining things that are normally flushed through the digestive system. You're going to run into this as you age, if you sit a lot, and if you're overweight. And weight has always been an issue of mine all my entire life. I used to eat on my feelings, so I've had to learn to manage my feelings. And this is another health issue, is that I learned to practice meditation to keep my stress level down. It's very important for my lifestyle to be as stress free as possible. That's one of the things I learned when I got here. The level of stress is so low. My body had to adjust. It was like my body went through stress because it wasn't feeling stress. It was looking for that feeling and it wasn't there. I'm getting that under control through what I eat, but some of the things that I thought are healthy, when you overdo them, they become unhealthy. I tried to switch over to fish. I'm not really a big fish eater. I've tried some of the species here, and some of them are really good, but this is the problem. Some of them use MSG, and I know that's not healthy. So I try to avoid eating out. That's difficult because I'm single, and it's like I know how to cook, but a lot of the dishes that I had to detox from in America, I can't eat here either. And it's difficult trying to find the proper healthy mix of what my diet should be. I'm still working on it, trying to get the ketosis going in my body. That's a form of dietary eating. Well, it's not really a diet, it's a lifestyle. Eating nothing but protein and vegetables. I'll eat vegetable pizza. I'll eat tuna, chicken, and I've actually gone back to eating red meat because I'm seeing that it's having some health benefits. I hadn't eaten red meat a whole lot back in the States. I'd gotten away from it. But now here I'm back in the Philippines. I'm looking at probably reintegrating it into my eating plan for the protein and to be able to not have to eat out. Even though they have some real exotic dishes here, I found ostrich to taste fabulous when they can get it down at Giovanni's. That's the food and eating issues that I've encountered since I've been here. And I'm still trying to adjust my lifestyle because even though I have a pool outside, it is so hot. You do not want to be stuck out there in that heat during certain parts of the day. You can end up with a stroke, a heat stroke, even though the pool is right there. And if you notice right now, it's dark here because I do my recording at night because in the daytime, it's so noisy here that I wouldn't be able to get a clear recording for you to listen to. That being said, I tried exercising. I don't know if you can see it. I have an exercise bike here. And this is something that you're going to have to consider. What is the condition of your body now? I've lived a healthy lifestyle, a athletic lifestyle. I played football, I played tennis, but I've also incurred some physical damage in my knees and ankles. When I get on this exercise bike, this is something I'm experiencing right now. I had a meniscus tear in my knee, and when I get on this bike for 10 minutes, for the next 2 days, my knee is sore. It hurts like hell. And so now I'm trying to figure out what I'm going to do about that. These are the things I had to learn. It's like I'm dealing with the day to day issues of living here in the Philippines because when I came from the United States, it was right after COVID. Pre COVID, I was in a healthy state. I was going to the YMCA, sitting around the house. During COVID, my body started to decline. And then I came here. So I'm dealing with those kind of issues right now, as far as health issues are concerned. The other thing that I have had to be concerned about is relationships. Not only the relationships with women, that's that's I'm gonna cover that. Who do I associate here? Developing a support network. Now there's a good support network with men here who have moved here from their home countries, but they're with Filipino women. And here's the problem. They all drink and smoke. Even though there's a big ass sign up there where we sit outside, says no smoking, they smoke their cigars and cigarettes without any concern for the fact that the sign is there. And I don't need to inhale secondhand smoke and come down with lung cancer. I haven't smoked a cigarette in 7 years. And the one thing I noticed was people, cigarette smokers, during COVID, they were the ones that died first. So I don't want to let my guard down in that area. The next thing is relationships with the locals. Here's something I just learned. I've always wondered why they asked me this question. How long have you been here? That's a setup question because I learned just from a YouTube video is that they're trying to figure out how to approach you. The longer you've been here, they know you get more exposed to their scams and cons, and they can't pull just anything on you. Like, oh, could I borrow a few pesos from you? I'll give it back to you. Those kind of things. And the longer I've been here, They have approached me less and less, and now they don't approach me at all. Thank God, because I got tired of telling them. It's like, no, I'm not lending you no money. No, I don't have any work for you to do. You just get tired of telling them no. I'm being serious with you. I get tired of telling them no. Getting approached on Facebook by catfishers. People reaching out to me is, hi, how are you? And I do a little chatting and come to find out they're just catfishing. All of that has now declined immensely. Those are the things that I'm dealing with right now. The last thing that I want to cover is finance. My finances has basically remained the same. I'm living off of anything from $800 to $1,000 a month, and this is a great stress reliever. I always thought in America having a car, the apartment, all of those material things were a good thing. I have found that those put demands on you and cause stress. I don't have any of that now. It's a great relief to not have to be so responsible for material things. Now, it depends on how you want to define success, but when I came into the adult world, I wanted a quality of life. That's what we went after. We did not go after the money, property, and prestige. We went at a quality lifestyle. The lifestyle that I'm living now is the same lifestyle I'm living. I was living in the United States, just with not all the stress. I'm originally from Chicago. Okay, I'm middle class. I'm from the IT community, and I lived in South Commons. In South Commons, I had a bedroom apartment in the complex. It's a middle class complex. We had a pool on the side. We had the shopping mall. We had the delivery. It was upscale living for the African American community. You can Google it. Um, as a matter of fact, one of my classmates was Bill Robinson. If you don't recognize the name, he played for the Dallas Mavericks. I went to college with him, and I knew his father, and I knew his sister. And I've also lived in Hyde Park. That's where Obama was living, near the University of Chicago. So I have a certain standard of living that I've created, and it is a double edged sword, especially in the area of relationships with Filipino women. If I bring them into this lifestyle, they have a problem with it because they feel out of place. The long distance relationship that I came over here for, when I introduced her to this lifestyle, she felt inadequate. I took her to a tech meetup here in the Philippines for Notion Philippines. It's a software that we use on the internet. Went to the drip draft for coffee and donuts just to meet everybody. When she got introduced to that environment, she changed. She changed. She did not feel comfortable about them. She felt insecure. She saw that she didn't have the right kind of education, even amongst her Filipino peers. These people were college educated. They were moving around to Singapore, London, England, and they were Filipinos. They had become OFWs. And here she is. She was 32, and it made her feel some kind of way, and she raised hell on the way back. She was talking about, you want to be with that woman? I mean, it was like, what is this? I want to thank you for watching. Hopefully, this has given you some good background information. I'd like for you all to comment and tell me what you want me to cover, because I've covered here health issues right now for that I've had to learn in 2 years, what's going on here in the Philippines of importance, and how to navigate this culture. Oh, and one other thing, if you're going to live here singly, you're going to need a housekeeper, and you're going to need some sort of contact that can help you maneuver through this environment. Because it's not healthy to go walking around out there in the Philippines, going shopping, and you're by yourself. I saw the saddest thing just a few weeks ago. I was in the mall at the donut shop getting coffee because I get donuts for the security guards to let them know that I'm grateful that they're there providing security so I can feel safe here inside the subdivision. But there was this white guy, and he had to ask the cashier at the donut shop where he could get some paperwork notarized. He had no contacts here to help him. He was by himself. I really felt sad for that guy. I really did. I think he was Australian. Those are the kind of things that you got to be concerned about if you're going to come here and get started in a new life. I'll cover other aspects of how to make money here because there are going to be a lot of opportunities coming. Click like and click share. If you need to schedule a consultation with me, there's going to be a link in the description. And I've also started a new channel. My name is Charles. Thank you for watching.